Hey, Poyar here again. Welcome back to another action figure review. And sorry, I've done it again. I have not posted videos within the past few days, so I'm sorry about that. I really do want to get back on track though, because come on, there's so many good action figures out there. So today's review, I'm doing something a little different. I'm taking a break from Marvel Legends. The last wave I reviewed was the Best of Marvel Legends Hulkbuster Bath wave. And, that wave was actually a good wave. My favourite figure being Loki, obviously. Second favourite being Captain America, but you don't want to hear all that. Today we're going to be taking a look at an old figure, the Toy Biz Xmen Classics, I think from 2005-6, Stealth Wolverine, bitches. Sorry, he doesn't say that, but anyway. Now, I don't really have a lot of old X-Men figures. I mean, I have a few, but I don't have a lot. I have some from the 90s, but most of them do comprise of, Toy Biz figures. I have a lot of Hasbro ones as well. I have some Legends, but most of them are like mashes and stuff, Marvel Select especially, Deadpool's my very first, the very first Deadpool figure I got was a Marvel Select one, so. But now, taking a look at some old figures, it's kind of cool. It'll take you back. I got this figure at a market over in rural North Wales. Had it in a market. It's in pretty good nick. Obviously, this figure is loose. Doesn't have, have his accessories. So pretty much he is a loose figure. That's what you expect from a figure of this day and age. Someone's had it and then they've lost bits. Probably played with it well. There's paint wear all over the figure. So pretty much that's what happens to an action figure when it's this is 10 years old now. 10 years old. This is pretty, I just think 12 years old now. He'll be 13 years old, I don't know. Well, anyway, let's, oh wait, I think it's from 2005, so I think it's 12 years old. But anyway, let's take a look at this figure. So I'm actually quite happy to be... Oh, there, I've got low battery. Damn, my phone's a bit of a wobbler today because it hasn't been on here for a while, so you probably will get used to it. Anyway, let's take a look at the figure. Let's zoom in a bit. Oh wait. So overall the sculpting on this figure is pretty nice. If you take a look down all the way to his feet. It's hard to get this figure to actually stand up in a way. I don't know why, but it is. And this camera has been an absolute pain. But anyway, let's take him out of this weird pose. Now, taking a look at the head sculpt. It actually looks really decent. It's quite a realistic head sculpt compared to other figures. I do have pretty much, not every single Xmen Classics Wolverine, but I have pretty much nearly all of them. There's the House of M1, and then obviously a variant Wolverine from the Apocalypse wave. This figure is a variant with unmasked one, which is a good, unmasked realistic head. Same with the X-Men Ninja Strike Wolverine. Yeah, we'll take a look at that one. But look at the sculpt on his head. It does look really good. See how my camera's in this figures. It does look really good, especially with the cowl, and his raised in relief and all the hair, stubble, he had hair around his mouth, and then lips look good, the nose especially. The nose especially looks really good, and the eyes look pretty good as well. Obviously the yellow is good as well. Obviously this figure is old, so what do you expect from a figure this day and age. And the X-Men logo does look good actually. Nice red paint there for the background, and see the black paint for the cross, and then she has it here, and then just bit here on the costume. Not too much, just yellow straps that looks of it. Now the claws on mine are obviously a bit, they're never really straight, so if I were you, probably apply some heat to them and then they'll be straightened out. The same thing with the claws. Now this figure would have come with guns, but it seems to have pegs, which is a bit, not like a House of M figure he did. And this side, see green here for other bits. He's got a bit of red down his claws, yeah. And it might be spider eyes. And he does have hairy arms on the shoulder bits, yeah. I mean, pretty much, this Wolverine figure is... Oh wait, you can hear a little weird sound. He has like, his beads in his head, because his head's like very, very loose. And the legs, you know, it's pretty simple, and the torso looks good. A nice shape, like very good shadowing effect with the dark blue there. And then this is where a gun would have gone, but obviously, sands of time it's gone. Oh, look at that connects in there, so, you know, just made out of very soft plastic. See how the straps here. And my Wolverine figures just all fell over. That, because they lost their powers, adamantium, they're all dying. Get up, Bubs. I didn't ask you to fall down. Get up! Alright, Wolverine, you all fell, doesn't matter. I need to continue his hairy on. So much the legs are pretty simple, you know, he's just got a nice dark blue shade and then mixed them with the black, which is nice, I do like it. You know, and the heavy, heavy wash, pretty much every bit here. As you can see, look at that heavy wash, and the sculpting for these pouches is so nice. And then the approach to the legs is green here, and then the boots sort of good, not so good, it's really good. Wrinkles there. Overall, I think this figure is really good. This figure does definitely have a lot of sculpt on him everywhere throughout. Well, even look here. That bit there. I don't know what it is, but as we take a closer look. Like a little pouch. Is it a little pouch? See, can we focus on that? You can see the silver paint there, which is nice. So overall, I think that is actually really good though. Let me zoom out. Well, at least Ninja Strike Wolverine and fall over. So anyway, if you want to compare him to any other Wolverine moves, actually one negative about this figure, he is quite loose obviously, but another thing, he is really, really tall. Why is he so tall? Not really, Wolverine is depicted as a short guy, you know, in the comic books. So I don't know why here they made him so freaking tall. They shouldn't have done this, I think it's just ridiculous. Let's compare him to any figure. Like this Wolverine figure, look. That is the height every Wolverine figure should be now. Every Wolverine figure should be this height. Because this is what he is, this is the size he is. And that's played by Hugh Jackman, and he's like, what, 6 foot, I don't know, 6 foot something. But I mean, this figure is definitely the better size for Wolverine. And then I'll say here's another one from Xmen Classics. This one came with a car. Look at that, that is ridiculous. He should be so much shorter, not this tall. By the way, I'm just comparing him to Toybiz figures, not any Hasbro figures. And then here's another one from Xmen Classics with, you know, Spotjack. That is ridiculous. He shouldn't be that tall. What are Toybiz doing? What were Toybiz doing? He must be not even a moon. I don't know what they were doing back then. And here's a X-Men 2 figure. So I think it's a bit shorter, unless... let me see. Is it? Yeah, actually, no, it's actually really tall. Okay, that's actually really stupid. He's actually really tall. Why? Oh my god, this is actually really ridiculous. Oh my god, he's a bit taller than him, I think. And take a look at this. I think I like this. Yeah, but I'm the real deal. And obviously, he's a lot smaller. That's him. Anyway, I mean, here's another Xmen 2 Wolverine figure. I think this one is shorter. You know, quite ridiculous to think. And there's a Ninja Strike one, my other favourite figure from this Xmen Classics line. Probably my favourite Wolverine figure from the Xmen Classics line. But I don't think it's my favourite Wolverine figure ever. I think my favourite one is the Tiger Strike Wolverine from the Target exclusive red Hulk Bathway from 2008, which obviously wasn't sold over in the UK. Damn it. But you know, they tend to scale quite well, so you know. I mean, I do like this figure, I think it's my favourite Wolverine figure from Xmen Classics, so yeah. So like, here is the Wolverine figure now. Do you wanna, let's take a look, I think, at his articulation. So, focus on him a bit. Okay. So anyway, the head does look up a pretty decent amount any further in it. And just drops down because it's very loose. Looks up and down. Does move side to side and a bit of head pivot. They're very, very loose there. Just rid of that. Anyway, his arms go out to the side this much. Any further? Oh, damn it. Sorry, message popped up again. Sorry, guys. Let me do that. Anyway. So his arms can move up. Not the greatest. Very stiff. But that much. You go all the way round. You move up that much. You've seen up arm rotation. Very, very loose. Double jointed elbow. Then there's obviously whole wrist rotation here. Then his hands are hinged. No rotation. And obviously hinged fingers, which we don't see on Hasbro figures anymore. Well, until like the newer waves we've got. Anyway, does have a joint here, like diaphragm and torso. This, well, the waist rotates in an ab crunch which moves disappointing amount forward. And actually not backward, just back to standing position. Which they could have fixed somehow anyway. His legs do move out to the side. Somewhat. Less, but nah, same amount. Anyway, you do kick forward a decent amount. Which is always good to utilise with the type of figure. And back somewhat. Forward no more. Upper leg rotation, which is good. Double jointed knee, which works really well. And I think a full rotation here on the lower leg. Very stiff. And then his feet are hinged, moving backwards and forwards. Very loose. Tiny bit of ankle pivot, or is it just loose? And obviously the toe articulation. So I think the articulation on this figure is working out really well. You know, double jointed elbow and obviously double jointed knees. Expected of a figure of this, you know, decade and that. No, but I mean, overall, I think this figure's actually really, really decent. I mean, if you were snapping this guy up on eBay, I don't know what the prices would be for him, really. You're probably going for like a cheap price, maybe like £10 or, you know, maybe £20 you could find him for on eBay. Let me get his claw. And they'll be cutting it, and then, you know, just... I think this figure's absolutely incredible. I won't say it's the best Wolverine figure out there, but it's definitely a good figure. And if you're looking for, like, any Wolverine figure to go in your collection, I mean, obviously, you'd want him in his normal costume, you know, like, Tiger Strike one, you know, like this. However, I think this figure's actually a really good representation of a Wolverine, whatever costume. So, anyway guys, that's it for the video. We'll be cutting into the next video of Wolverine, which I don't know what a video I did. Oh yes, I did a little challenge actually earlier to know who was actually going to be, figure was going to be reviewed, and it was him. I was using a fantastic car to shoot down all Wolverine figures, and this guy is going to be second up for reviews, or review tomorrow. So anyway guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a like, give it, leave a comment maybe, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I am still only new to YouTube, so I've just got to build up, you know. I do want to get a white sheet eventually though to go here, so when I do make videos, you know, I get on it. And maybe a better light too, because this lamp is actually pal pip. So yeah. And you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You know, they'll all be in the description below, so you can and check me out there. Anyway, guys, I'll be cutting into the next video of Wolverine. So it's going to be like just a one-stop shop playlist of like reviewed every Wolverine figure over here. I've done other reviews, but you know. Anyway, guys, do any of those 6 things, and I'll be happy. So do any of them, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Bye. I can cut through anything, even your phone. Yeah, whatever you say, and bye.